How y'all doing, man? I'm Biggest Mike, Big Mike, and this is my first Rust YouTube movie slash video. I'd like to thank people like It's Sight, Freezy, Spooky, people like that have helped me get to where I'm at right now with streaming. Yeah, let's get into it. All right, we're on Moose Mall, about 8 days after Force Wipe. Plan's gonna be to I think build near rig. Let's try and get some cards and cloth and let's go. Looks like it's unlooted. Or at least the top is. We might as well go back towards ferry and try and do green. Fuck it. Now that I had blue card and a good enough start, I decided to get a little bit of wood before heading to the desert. With the scrap I had, I decided to head over towards Fishing Village to buy as much fins and diving gear as I could for oil rig. I noticed water treatment was on the way, so I decided to take my blue card and try my luck and try and get red. While I was looking for a base spot on the coast, I noticed this decayed base right here and decided to check it out. Once I got everything in base, I decided to go on a farm run to get the base even more secured. grabbed the diesel that I got from water treatment and went over to the quarry and try and run it. While the quarry was running, I decided to farm and do some looking around. Finding a tier 2 was massive, so I hit these last few nodes, grabbed the HQM out of the quarry, and headed back to base. I put the tier 2 down, crafted the first guns of wipe, and then decided to go place these outside bags down and get some more farm. Since this was just my starter, I grabbed some tools and a TC and went out to try and farm and claim my main base spot. I secured main base as best as I could, spawned back over in the starter, grabbed as much as I could, and took the boat over to main base. I realized I didn't make a fucking jump up like a Jimmy, so I had to cancel a TC and make a building plan to get up in the base. Once I got everything in the base, I decided to kit up and go hit rig for the first time of the way. Fuck. How many? Out as quick as possible to try and get back to base and depot. Fuck me, dude. With all the loot still there, I decided to go back and get the rest of the leftovers. I decided to work on base and get a little bit more secure with the loot I just got with Murray. Once I finished securing the second floor, I went on a big farm run and also ran the HQ inventory. Once I finished depoting, I continued to work on base by adding honeycomb and starting to work on my third floor. I finished up with the farm I had. By the time I finished that, Origa came up again, so I geared up to go and try and take it. There's actually no way. What the fuck? After winning rig and getting all the loot back in base, decided to get all my electrical up and going. Once everything was set up, I crafted my tier 3 that I've gathered from the fragments over wipe, and also reorganized a little bit. After I finished up, Ore Rig came up again, so I kitted up to head back out. But on the way, I found out my neighbor's base had decayed. I depoted the most important shit, and then went back out to Ore Rig. I used the HQM metal frags that have been cooking in the electric furnaces to upgrade some much needed things in the base. I had to log off for the next hour, so I set the bunker and closed up. When I came back, I heard bolty shots, so I went out on a roam. War rig had been up for a bit and hadn't been called, so I decided to head over and check it out. That was unfortunately really unlucky, so that piece of shit can have it, and I went on about it. After that gremlin tried to steal my horse, I made some more upgrades to the base. As I was about to construct the roof, a naked surprised me at night. Thinking he was a part of a big group or something, I immediately used the frag to just fully upgrade my base to sheet metal. Nearing the end of my adventure, I placed a bunch of turrets, finished up the roof, and got everything situated for an online raid. I waited for about 2 hours, but nothing came. I only had about 6 or 7 hours to play today, so this went very well for a little snowball. If you made it this far, I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you all in the next one.